I now invite Mr. Anthony Garnham to deliver the occasional address. Anthony Garnham is the National Operations Manager of the Beacon Foundation, a not-for-profit organisation that assists students in gaining employment. No doubt an activity near and dear to many of your hearts. After receiving his Bachelor of Economics in 1987, Anthony has had a successful business career in a variety of roles and in different industries. In his leisure time, Anthony enjoys sport, especially playing and coaching basketball, and he reads and spends time with his family. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome Mr. Anthony Garnham.
Councillor Mr. Ben Foskett and Vice-Chancellor and guests, I'm very honoured to be here today to speak with you on this special day in your lives. My theme today, as you head forward with your lives, is to get really involved and get passionate and get committed in what you're doing. There's an old analogy about a plate of bacon and eggs. I'll share it with you. The cutlery are positioned as observers. They're just watching what's going on. The hen was involved, but the pig, he was really committed. I urge you to explore as you leave today via your experiences, to look at those things that you're good at and that you enjoy doing. That will affect your attitude and it will affect those around you. You'll ask questions if you're engaged in something that is of high interest to you. You'll talk to people, you'll network, and people will be keen to be learning from you. I reflect back, especially with so many budding teachers here today, on my schooling at local primary school. Grade 4 teacher, Mr. Bell, he came in and he had enthusiasm and engagement, and very quickly he had all the kids of Year 4 absolutely spellbound, because he said, you can now move away from your desks and turn them into cubby houses. And that was something that may not be the current approach, but you can see the level of engagement went through the roof. I went through school and then into university. I was good at numbers, and my father was an accountant, and careers teaching in those days was pretty limited, and also the school had the 4 walls, and really almost the university did too. I didn't have many exposures outside of those 4 walls, and I look back and I think I missed a lot of opportunities within those 4 walls too, to engage with the broad range of activities that were offered. I really don't think I was that committed. Maybe I was committed to my friends, and I'll always be committed to the Hawthorn Footy Club, but I don't think I was committed in my studies. I graduated on the 1st of April 1987. I'm not sure what to read into that, but I personally feel that graduating on the 31st of May is much better. Now, leveraging off my strength with numbers, I did an accounting degree and moved into Ernst & Young in their insolvency division. It was interesting work. I worked on lots of different businesses and with lots of different people, all challenged by the circumstances of their businesses at the time. But it would be hard to say I was definitely involved in the business of working there, but my heart was not in it. How could you be when your main role at the end of the day was actually oftentimes laying people out of work? I then had a number of other experiences over many years. I sold real estate. I worked in our family furniture manufacturing business, and I worked at Crown Casino. There was a lot of people there. And what I started to gauge through those many years, that even though maybe my academic strength was in numbers, what I really enjoyed doing was working with people. And my roles tended more and more towards people and away from finance. I then was fortunate by almost sheer coincidence to get an opportunity to go to Lord Somers Camp down at Somers on the Mornington Peninsula. It's a youth organisation, and I met Ernie. And Ernie was about 70 and I was teamed up with him for the week, and he was a retired TAFE teacher. And just listening to him through the course of that week changed my life, because I had come across someone who was deeply committed to their work, different to the people that I'd largely come across in my business world. And I started to think about whether or not there might be an opportunity for me in the not-for-profit sector, not an area that I'd had virtually no experience with that. And I then explored and stumbled across an organisation called the Beacon Foundation, with whom I currently work. That was only 4 years ago, so been a long process. Our organisation, as was mentioned before, is to seek to help young people from primarily disadvantaged schools progress onto positive pathways. And it's great to see so many young people here today taking those steps. We work with a number of schools in the western suburbs around here. I'll just mention a few because there may be some ex-graduates: St Albans Secondary College, Sunshine College, Curranjang College in Melton, and Caroline Springs College, amongst others. And what we try to do is to help those schools engage the business and community outside of the four walls that I referred to before, to help those young people make better decisions about what they're going to do, to explore what jobs are out there, but also how to get them. So we do some help with resumes and handshakes and those sort of practical skills that are necessary to progress through employment. I was really pleased to hear earlier the amount of engagement that the university now has, and through your placements, etc., and the partnerships with organisations outside of the four walls, because I feel that's really critical. And that's what Beacon is seeking to achieve, because youth unemployment runs at 4 times the national rate. And we at Beacon, amongst Australians, don't think that's appropriate. We want to do something about it. I'm very pleased now, back on the theme of commitment, to say that I'm deeply committed to my work, and I feel very fortunate. It's taken a long time that I've reached that point. There's a bit of a family joke at home. I come home and sit down with my daughters, who are 11 and 13, and I normally have a big smile on my face, and they go, "Oh no, Dad, not another great day." And that is really reflective of my life at the moment, I'm very pleased to say. I would like to finish with I'm almost like the pig in the proverbial, but maybe a different way to look at it might be I'm a flying pig. And I would like to congratulate everyone here today and wish you all the very best. Try lots of different things, explore, develop your passion, and get committed. All the very best. Thank you.